Hello everybody, welcome. This is Jared with the Trading Empire. We're here to give you the projected moves results for the week of November 30th through December 4th, 2015. CFTC Rule 4.41 explains to us that in trading the Forex market, there is large potential rewards, but on the other side, there's also large potential risk. Most importantly, the government is advising us that we should not invest any money that we cannot afford to lose. So in reviewing the projected moves for the week, the first pair that we had on our list was the British pound US dollar. Okay, and pound US dollar, our projected move for the week was for price to come out in consolidation, give us a stop hunt to the bottom side and look for price to rise. As price has actually dropped, on the high point on the chart here on the 19th of November, it had come down here and moved about 440 pips to the short side. So obviously we were looking for price to go long. So let's see what the British pound did for us. Okay, so for the results for the British pound, we can see that on Monday, price came out in consolidation, gave us a stop onto the bottom side as we expected, and gave a nice rise in price that extended through the New York session into the Tokyo session of the following day for 130 pips. At that point, price came right back down to the 50 MA and pretty much stayed in consolidation until on Wednesday, they decided to push price short and set this new low of the week. Okay, so we have this new low that was set here, and then of course on Thursday we have the stop hunt, the consolidation, stop hunt to the bottom side, and definitely we have that big move on Thursday with the news announcement that came in on the euro, in the US dollar, of course, 263 pips to the top side, big move there, and then price just pretty much stayed in consolidation throughout Friday. So we can see that for the British pound, we had two nice days of movement for us. So hopefully you guys were able to grab some of those pips during the week. The next pair we have on our list is the US Canadian dollar. And let's go back to the dollar Swiss. We're looking here at the US dollar Swiss. Our projected move for the Swiss was for price to come out in consolidation, stop onto the top side, perhaps retesting this high that was set here, set on Friday, and then for price to move short. This pair has been in an uptrend, and we can clearly see that how price has worked the 50 EMA, pinning it a few times throughout this trend run. In fact, resetting it and going up here to the top. So we can definitely see that this is the high point on the chart. We're looking for price to consolidate, give us that move to the top side, and then for price to drop. So let's see what the dollar Swiss did. So the results for the dollar Swiss came in as following. We can see that on Monday, price came out in consolidation, gave us a really brief stop hunt here to the top side, retesting this area that was set here, and it was actually retesting the previous high that was set as we expected, and price moved short about 55 pips. Then on Tuesday, there wasn't much going on. Pretty much price stayed in consolidation there. We can see price moved a little bit down here to the short side, but nothing, that was really tradable at that point. But on Wednesday, again, consolidation here, we have a nice move to the top side. Here's our stop hunt, 130 pip move to the short side, as we're predicting. And then again on Thursday, we can see the stop hunt to the top, the big move on the short drop here for 387 pips overall for the dollar Swiss, and then price pretty much just gave some of those pips back and was just staying here in consolidation throughout Friday. So that was a pretty big run for us, and hopefully you guys were able to grab those pips as projected. Next pair we're looking at on our list is the US dollar Canadian. And looking at the dollar Canadian, this pair, we were projecting it to give us the final leg of this head and shoulders pattern. We can clearly see that this looks like the head in the middle. Here's the first leg, or here's the first shoulder part, and then we have the second shoulder over here. Price moving up, we're looking for consolidation, price retesting this area that was set here, forming that second shoulder pattern, and looking for price to drop. So let's see what the dollar Canadian did. The US dollar Canadian didn't really give us much in terms of the week, but basically what we can see here is that price actually gave us a nice move on Monday. We can see a stop hunt here at the top. Looks like this was forming the shoulder pattern, the final part of the shoulder pattern that we were looking for. It dropped about 80 pips, but then on Tuesday it gave those pips right back and worked the same zone as on Monday. And then on Wednesday, we can see another retest of that high, came back and gave us another move here to 100 pips to the short side. But after that, we can see that, price just pretty much went up and down, working these EMAs here and not giving us much, in terms of a trend run at least. So there was a couple of, obvious moves that we could have gotten during the week, 80 pips on Monday, then 100 pips on Wednesday. But you can clearly see that price ended right here, and look at where price started on Monday. So there was almost no change in price during that week. And so this would be almost considered a heavy, violent consolidation, phase within a 100 pip move, within that week. But unfortunately, the dollar Canadian just really didn't give us much in terms of the trend run, but there were a couple of opportunities to trade it short if you were able to catch those moves there. The last pair we have on our list is the Euro Canadian Aussie dollar. The Euro Canadian Aussie dollar, the chart doesn't show it here, but if you go back a couple of months, we can see that this pair has been in a downtrend for at least 2 months. It's dropped about 1,900 pips. The euro has lost 1,900 pips against the Aussie dollar. So this pair is one that when we put this on our projected moves, we're looking for price to give us a move to the long side. At least it's been overdue. We've been looking for that correction to come in. It hasn't been giving it to us very much though. But again, we put the projected move coming in, retesting this low here, the low of last week, possibly even moving short further a day or two before giving that move to the long side. But nonetheless, we were looking for price to consolidate, come out, give us a move to the short side, and then for price to rise. So let's take a look at the results for the week. So here are the results. Here's Monday. Price came down and retested this low that was set here. Didn't give us too much in terms of a rise though. And then on Tuesday, price slowly just continued to drop without giving any indication that they were going to go long. And then on Wednesday, we can see here that they came out, gave us a stop hunt, setting further the low of the week on Wednesday, retested the stop hunt here, and then moved long about 144 pips. Okay, so we finally got a move here long, kind of back into that range where the previous low of the week was set. And then of course on Thursday, definitely we can see the move here to the short side. Finally, they gave us that stop hunt that came down. And then with news announcements on Thursday, this pair rose 623 pips in the course of a couple of hours. And that's about 33 pips of that overall trend run they gave back, to traders, after that 1,900 pip move. So this was obviously a huge move. If you were able to grab this, congrats. That would have been a huge payday for you guys. And then after this, price just pretty much stayed in consolidation, not giving us too much on Friday. So overall, this is what we have for our pip count for the week for our projected moves. We're looking at a total possible pip moves of about 1,912 pips, and that includes obviously those big moves on Thursday. But there definitely was tradable pairs this week, and hopefully we're able to grab those pips and further increase your capital. So thanks for listening, guys. Those are the results for the week, and we look forward to seeing you again at our next session, which will be the Tokyo on Monday. So we'll see you then. Take care and have a good weekend.